Shalom. Call Halayim La, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the elders of Great Millstone, as GMS. Peace and blessing to the Akim and a few Akwat across the four winds. It's your brother Batamaya from Great Millstone, Houston, coming to you with a quick hit. Now, I saw this clip online, just how our women are acting, the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American women, which are the Israelites, but it just goes to show you, that our women are out of order, and we need Yahweh Shah to come back so that we can be back in order, starting with the men, which are the head, and the women, which are the tail, and no pun intended, she got her tail up in the air. But this is one female rappers. She's been in the news a lot lately, in the headlines. Suki Hana, or she called herself, Suki with the good coochie, as you can see at the bottom. But hey, I just had a few precepts. I don't want to drag this on, too long. Cause YouTube, they don't like when we get on our women, but they'll allow our women, to act any kind of way on social media, and all of these different outlets. But hey, Sirach or Ecclesiasticus chapter 26 verse 25. Matter of fact, let me play the video first. I'm sorry, let me play the video first. First time at VMAs, they knew who I was when they invited me. This twerking ordeal, I guess it's so-called black culture. This is the thing. Everywhere you go, you can't even go enjoy brunch with family without seeing, the N-dub, which is the nigger woman, and that is inclusive of all you so-called Latinos, Negroes, and Native American women, But let me get to these precepts. Sirach chapter 26 and verse 25, or Ecclesiasticus chapter 26 verse 25. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Now, do you think she fears the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai? No, because she's in the music industry and she knows what goes on in the music industry. I believe I seen a video, a while back about her crying about how she so-called sold her soul, to these record deals. That's a shame. She had a shame face then. She was crying, wanting people to feel sorry for her, but I'm sure Esau Edom threw her a bigger bag so she can continue to act foolishly. But this is shame. You think she cares though? She's getting money, so hey. But I like this precept because a female dog is what? A bitch. So the scriptures, poetically calling our women, a female dog. But I'm gonna jump around in this chapter. Actually, let me scroll up, and then we're gonna close it out. But Sirach or Ecclesiasticus chapter 26 verse 9. The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids. I mean, start with these so-called, I'll just let the video play. These eyelids, they have these cumbrellas, these long eyelashes, that's what whores and prostitutes used to wear, so they can catch a man's semen from going into their eyes. And, they have these haughty looks. Like, look at her look. She's proud. She's a very proud young lady. Sirach chapter 26, verse 12. She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he have found a fountain, and drink of every water nearby. Salaki, near her, by every hedge will she sit down and open her quiver against every arrow. So I'm sure she's drinking down, I don't want to be too graphic, but I'll just say men's vitamin and nutrients, from his sperm, just drinking it down like it's water, I'm sure she has a high body count. We'll just leave it at that. But, opening her quiver, which you can see her throwing it back or whatnot, just showing that she's open, she's fair game to receive arrows. A quiver is it's a holster that an archer wears to hold his arrows. So the bigger the quiver, the more arrows can fit. So the more body she's catching, the more susceptible she is to, all these STDs, or they call them STIs now, these sexually transmitted infections, which her best friend that she's been hanging out with, Sexy Red, which whom isn't sexy at all. She doesn't have a nice body, and she's unattractive in the face. She calls herself Sexy Red because she wears red. I'm assuming that she's in the blood gang, because I seen her throwing up the bees, which is shameful in itself. But I'm pretty sure her body count is high too, and she talks about how she's had STIs, which is shameless. Sirach chapter 26, verse 22. And the harlot shall be accounted as spittle, but a married woman is a tower against death to her husband. You know, so a harlot or a whore is counted as spittle. If you spit on the ground, especially here in, Texas, you spit on the ground, that's going to evaporate. Nobody's going to be worried about trying to retrieve that spit back. But that's what harlots are. They just pretty much be use and abuse, Get your rocks off and then get back to what you were doing. Sirach chapter 26, verse 23. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Now, I know her baby dad, I don't know if she has multiple or not, but I know she has a couple kids, but he's a wicked dude. I think he was just recently released from jail or prison or whatnot. But I mean, at least, I don't know if they're still together or not. I would say at least they're still together. But as the scriptures say, a wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man. So that's fitting for them to be wicked with one another. But any man doesn't want his woman, which is a female servant, at a music awards where you're supposed to be in a classy setting. You're on all fours. That's another reason why I brought out the Sirach 26 and verse 25. She's counted as a dog. She's in a position as a dog. I guarantee you, one of her favorite sexual positions is doggy style, which would be fitting, as she's in this, I'll just say in this position. And then the last precept I'll bring out is Sirach or Ecclesiasticus chapter 26, verse 24. A dishonest woman contendeth shame, but an honest woman will reverence her husband. And if I'm not mistaken, she said that she's an honest whore. I mean, if you're an honest whore, that still, makes you wicked because you're a whore. So again, the precept prior to that, a wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man. But we just need salvation. We need Yahweh to send Yahweh Shah so we can get out of here, so our women can be back in order, so we can be back in order and we can rule in righteousness. But a Ball to Babylon the Great, or the daughter of Babylon, which is America. Kwam Yashala. And I want to give all praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the elders of Great Millstone, that's GMS. Peace and blessing to the Akim and the sincere Akwath across the four winds. Peace and blessing. Lord willing, this is edifying to the hopeful elect. Shalom.